Hey there everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday, August the 26th, 2024. I'm hoping that you had a good weekend. I did too, and that you're ready and already doing, this new week, brand new week. Okay, so we're going to do a collective reading, and I just want to say it doesn't matter what the date is today. It's whenever you come across it. It's a timeless reading. It'll be perfectly divinely timed for you at that time if you're not watching it right now. And anyone who has subscribed recently, thank you so much. I so appreciate you for wanting to join the channel like that. And a very warm and massive thank you to my loyal subscribers who've been around for a while. For at least, almost a year, if not longer. And also want to say, if you want to, if you want to subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video, just hit the subscribe button and the bell for notification. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you a thing. And if you like the video today, would you consider giving me a like and a share and a comment would be awesome as well. Thank you. Let's begin. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, we're here for the collective reading again to find out what the collective most needs to know. Thank you for being here with me and for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies of the cards, starting with the most recent past. Thank you, Archangel Michael. This is the most recent past. That one wants to come out too. That'll be the next one. Okay, what do we have for the most recent past? We have the Magician. Wow, that was the current present energy a few readings ago. Then we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. Wow, okay. And the clarification for the King of Coins is the Five of Wands. All right. What I get right away from this is there has been a King of Pentacles in your life. King of Pentacles. Now remember, the energies, masculine, feminine, is not, it's, for you it's interchangeable. So if you're a feminine, you could be sitting in your King of Pentacles energy. Okay, so just know that. But the Magician is having everything you need in order for you to create the life you deserve. Create the life you deserve. Yeah, that reminds me of my book, 10 Ways to Rapidly Accelerate Your Spiritual Growth While Creating the Life You Deserve. Real Success in Living Authentically. Yeah, I'll bring my book into the reading and I'll show it to you what it looks like. But I do believe the link for it is in the description below this video. It's a very thin book, so it's got 10 chapters. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to read, and it's also in a ebook format and audio file book as well, so someone can read it to you. So anyways, there is a King of Pentacles. That was your distant past. This is your most recent distant past. And that distant past could be even this year sometime, or last year, or several years, okay? There was some chaos and conflict. There was arguments and possibly arguments, but they were not, they were like, what I get is they're fighting against you. Excuse me, guys. They were fighting against you, like just not wanting to play ball kind of thing. They weren't, yeah. they weren't in a position, is what I'm hearing. They weren't in a position to go along with, that's where it ended, to go along with. Maybe you had some ideas, or you had an offer, or you maybe were thinking that things were going forward with you and this person. But they were in inner turmoil. They had inner conflict themselves, which then caused them to look chaotic, or to look conflicted, you see? To behave is what I mean. So you were getting crossed messages, like, you crossed wires, right? Crossed messages from this person. They wanted to be with you in your energy. They wanted to be, I don't know how to say that. They wanted to be a part of your life, but from a very, very, at arm's length, which is confusing, conflict, and chaotic. How do you be in someone's life if you're romantically interested in them at a distance, like at arm's length kind of thing? And that's what I'm getting from that. Well, and since then, guys, collective, you have been sitting in this energy. You've evolved into this energy of a master manifester, like a magician, where you can take everything that you've learned from this scenario over here with this person. It must have angered you too, and possibly you guys shared, angry words. Had an argument or two, and kind of maybe went your separate ways. All right. So since then, you have you've leveled up, you've evolved, and you figured out how to use all the elements of the universe: the word, the love, the motivation and activation, and the resources, the physical realm resources. 3D world. You've figured out how to use all those. And you're alchemizing all of that into something that has now become your life. It's something you're doing that is, you've manifested something from all that you have learned and gained over the years of your life, however many years you're alive. And that has a lot to do, not everything, but a lot to do with the lessons, the hard lessons you learned from this scenario with this person. Notice how I have a large gap here between you and him or her. You and him or her, okay? I would normally have the card over like this, you've seen mine, but I've got a bit more of a gap because there is distance. There is a cut off. It's like there's a wall now that you've moved on. And if you haven't moved on, you are doing your best to live your life, even though you might still have them on the back, in the back of your mind, and all that you've gone through in the back of your mind. So what's the current, present energy of the environment? Page of Swords. Page of Swords is somebody's going to reach out to somebody. Someone's been keeping an eye on you from a distance. See how this person's kind of looking backwards, right? They're looking to the west, which is behind us. Yeah. So, anyways, this is somebody this is a message. This is a messenger and a message. All right. They've been keeping an eye on you. The energy is you may have been keeping an eye on them too, as well, or vice versa. One or the other's been keeping an eye on whoever, but you both could very well be doing that because this is the environmental energy. Remember when I said, if you watched my other video, I clarified what the environmental energy is. I think this King of Pentacles was in the environmental energy when I was clarifying it. And so I described the different energies of what the King of Pentacles represents. So that is like, you can take the qualities of the actual individual who could be, you know, collective, either you as a female or a male, and say that you are a King of Pentacles or you're in the King of Pentacles energy. Well, it's the same as being in the environment. So the people who are around you create your environment as well, because everybody's energy, right? Everything's energy. The environment itself, like Mother Earth and everything else, this table, anything that's around you is your environment. And it's giving off energy, and you're interacting with it, like swapping back and forth the atoms. As I sit at my table, my atoms of my physicalness is exchanging atoms with this table and the chair I'm sitting on, and you know, other things close by as well. So this is my environment. But so in other words, I can describe what a King of Coins is, or King of Pentacles, and that would be it could be a person or persons, but it's your environment as well. Okay, so you might have somebody in your environment like a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or somebody with prominent Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in their birth chart is in your environment. If it's a person. But if it's not so much about the person, it's about the energy of this card. Well, it was that card last time. Okay, so the Page of Swords is somebody, the energy is somebody who is ready to talk, okay, ready to contact, ready to communicate, truthfully too. Yeah. And that's what your environmental energy is. Communication, clarification, truth, honesty, and it's the environment of kind of like it's the past too, because this young man is looking towards the past, right? And if you're keeping an eye on somebody, it generally means because you know of them. If you don't know of them, you know them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could know of somebody and not really have met or interchange any kind of communication with each other yet, but you're still keeping an eye on them. You know, it's usually through social media, right? So somebody has come into your mind now, however long it's been that you've known of them. That's the past. Okay, you might have, even as soon as a second ago is the past. A second ago, a minute ago, a day ago, it's all the past, okay? And now, so whoever you've come to know of, they are in your past, and you're keeping an eye on them. No matter how long ago or how short of time ago you've actually come to know of this person. However, in this reading, I'm thinking it's somebody that you've known for a while, and they're in your past. Of course, they're in your past, and you've been keeping an eye on them, or they've been keeping an eye on you, or both. All right? Hope that was helpful. Anyways, what's your energy in this story? The Hangman. Okay, so you are looking to have a different perspective. You are gaining a different perspective, a different viewpoint from hanging upside down. The divine has got you in a place where there's no clarity. There's been confusion. There has been mystery. Okay, with the Magician, you're manifesting. It's like magic. It's like mystery. Okay, it's mystery. You don't know what's going to be manifested in your life. You really don't. You can have hopes of what can happen, but as far as what's actually going to show up may not be exactly as you've hoped for or envisioned. And most often it's not. So, because the divine knows our heart better than we know our own heart. The divine knows what we truly want. Even though we don't speak it, we may not speak it, okay? You might. But even though we may not speak it or share the ideas with anybody else, it's kind of like your secret, but it's such a secret to even you that you've, pushed it down into your subconscious, saying, that ain't ever going to happen. So even though I'd like something like that to happen with this person, whatever, I just don't see it ever coming to fruition. Magician. Okay, so things in your near past, you were able to manifest. What you're manifesting now is this energy, environmental energy of communication. Right? Keeping an eye on and getting prepared to communicate. You're seeing the situation from a different perspective. Now maybe you're seeing the person from a different perspective. Let's see what the situation and energy is. It's death and transformation. That's why you're seeing it from a different perspective, is because the situation has ended. Like I said, I had this gap here, right? I still kind of do, but I moved the card a bit, I think. Let's just move them over here. This wall. So that means you moved on. Like I said before, you may have moved on and put them completely in your past and kind of forgot about them. Well, this is telling us that you're not really, or that you have, you've moved on to, to live your life, to create whatever it is you want. That's not going to include this person, obviously, right? You don't see that happening. You didn't see that happening. And so they've been on like the back burner of your mind. Just, it's there. You remember who they are. You remember them. You remember how it was like when you were collaborating with them, that kind of thing. It's what the tarot would like to say. But you're still busy working on your own life and getting it set up in a way that it pleases you. It pleases you. You're experiencing your daily experience now is a life or a world without this person. Okay, so that's what you had been doing in the most recent past. But the environment is like trying to tell you that there's this energy of someone's going to send you a message if you're not sending them a message. This person is what I'm talking about. This person's coming back. You're seeing things differently now because you put distance, quite literally, you put distance, death, between yourself, your life, and this person. And like it's always says, like they say, if you really love somebody, you set them free, right? And if they love you and it's meant to be, they will return, okay? But again, you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to manifest in a way that is perfect. It will be perfect when you realize it. But right now, it either feels very uncomfortably mysterious, annoyingly uncertain. Yeah, annoyingly uncertain. Because us human beings, we want to know right now. None of this divine timing stuff waiting, right? And we want to know how, how, when, what, and why, and all that sort of stuff. So it's annoying and it's frustrating, but trust me when I say, when it shows up, when it does come, it might even show up on and I say doorstep, and I don't mean it quite literally, although it could be. And when it shows up in your doorstep, you're going to open the door and you're going to be really surprised, because it's going to look a whole lot different than you expected it would be from our own experiences with the situation or the person from before. We bring that memory of what they were like before, what the situation was like before, and we sort of expect it to show up like that too. But you're going to be, you open the door and you see, let's say it's the King of Pentacles at your door. They're not going to be the same King of Pentacles, the same person, yes, but not the same King of Pentacles energy that they were in before when you knew them. That's what this death and rebirth is telling us, okay? So when they show up, and you are actually, you're calling it in by allowing the divine to keep you in a place of like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if I can do this. Like kind of in a place of, you know, what's that? Top secret. Top secret, you know. You will only know if you need to know. That kind of thing. It's top secret. So so yeah, it's an ending of, you put an ending to it because you said, bye, you know, I can't be waiting, you know, I can't do whatever it is. But you were focused on manifesting your own dreams, your own life, and in the meantime, because of that, you've allowed a door of communication to open. So if this person's meant to be in your life, like let's say they're like your twin flame, okay? If you believe in that, even a very strong soulmate, and they are meant to be in your life, but it was never the right time before, never the right time. It's never been the right time. Right time's coming. I'm telling you that. And because you went on your merry way from them and kind of turned your back, and even though you might still have, you probably still have them in your memory, right? But you're living your life according to you. And so as a result of that, you were allowing doors to open. You really do, because when you pull your energy back from a situation, you allow the situation to evolve, which is the same as this. If you pull your energy back from the person and expecting this person to do this, that, or the other thing, and on this timeline, and you're always, you know, when are they going to show up? You know, how come I haven't heard from them? You know, that kind of stuff. If you finally let that go, you've actually allowed this person to evolve. If they're meant to be in your life, they're busy evolving, and they may not even know what that means. They may not. They may have no idea. It's just that whatever love they have in their heart for you, and the distance between you and not hearing from you, it's causing them to grow. That love and the sadness or the longing to know what you're up to hear from you, to contact you, it's helping them evolve into a better human being than they were before. All right? So you've opened the door of communication, because you pretty much cut off the communication of what it was like before to communicate with this person, which probably wasn't very fruitful, let's just say. It wasn't probably very, you know, with this Five of Wands, you know, conflict, it probably wasn't very pleasant or positive in any way. So you closed the door on that. You left that all behind, and you just moved on your merry way, and suddenly this energy of communication is able to show up in your present day, like right now. Sometime in your present, current day, whatever day that is, because you know, I got to give a tarot a little bit of a window of what the current time is, what the present time is. Present time could be this week and last week, or 2 days from now and 2 days ahead, or today and later on this evening, you know, that kind of thing. So you've changed your perspective. You allowed the divine to hang you upside down, to keep you put, to keep you feeling stuck, so that you don't get too bothered in wondering when, why, you know, going back to that. You have, the situation was asking you to end it. You put an end to it, like I said, and as a result, you're able to rebirth something. Let's see what the energy is between you, the Hangman, and the situation. Ace of Cups, what can I say? Ace of Cups, that's new, you know, that's a new love. That's a lot that you're sitting in self-love as you're hanging, okay? So you could be sitting in self-love as you're hanging, okay? That's what Ace of Cups can mean. But it also means that the divine is offering you a great big cup of love coming in. Yep, that's what's going to be birthed, is that there's love There's great big love between you and this person, whether you're focusing on it or not right now. This person may not be like full 100% focusing on it, but he or she, pardon me, may very well be focused on it 100%. We don't know. So what's the potential outcome? Six of Cups coming back from the past. Potential outcome. Somebody who was sweet on you at one time. You were sweet on them. And they're meandering back to you. The two of you will either meet up somewhere, or they will come find you, or you will, with changing your mind and putting the old memories and thoughts, negative thoughts about all that in the past behind you, birthing a cup of love, that this energy right here, currently present day energy, is going to have the two of you communicating somehow, whether you're communicating with them, reaching out, or they're going to reach out to you. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Coins. That's reward after putting in a lot of hard work. And the Six of Swords with the Knight of Cups. I'm pulling that dang one right out. Yeah, there's Five of Swords. But we don't need that. Yep, look at you. Six of Cups. Something's coming back from the past. You're able to allow it. Remember opening the door because you put an end to something. And this person's going to show up in totally different energy than they ever were before. That was very, like this, Five of Wands, communicating with them. Just that inner conflict, right? But working hard, and as a result, you're forging a beginning. You're forging a new beginning for you. You're forging prosperity and abundance for yourself. You're working hard, and that could also say that when this person comes back in the past, the two of you will agree to work together, to work hard on making an effort to have the two of you together, as to come together and be a couple, which may be something you either did in the past and it didn't work out, or you've never done it. But you're moving towards calmer, more peaceful emotional feelings, water, right? Because someone or you have got a great big cup of love. They're bringing that in, or you're going to give it to them when they show up, one way or the other. It's a beautiful story. Wow, Knight of Cups. Someone is going to be very friendly and loving towards you, and it might just shock your socks off compared to how you've experienced them in the past. But this, and you put an end to it, this is like what's changing your direction with respect to this relationship. It's you letting them evolve by letting go of them. Letting go of that past. Okay, let's find out what the wisdom of the Oracle has to say. I was just deep in thought for a moment. Not sure why. Cat of mine is throwing up. Isn't that nice? That's what that noise was. All right, peace, yes. So let's find out. It's peace. I've seen peace. We've got deep knowing. Deep knowing. Somebody has deep feelings for you and deeply knows, and that you do too. You have it as well, except that it hasn't been your focus lately. Deep knowing and co-creating. Jeez, Archangel Michael, you amaze me. I don't know why I keep being amazed by, but co-creating. That's like you. This is you. Co-creating with the divine, right? Manifesting. You're manifesting a brand new world, like I said, for yourself. As a result of that, the divine is working with you and knows your heart better than you do, and is going to help bring forward the energy that will be conducive to communication from somebody from the past. The King of Coins, King of Pentacles, because you put an end to it, and you're rebirthing a beginning with somebody from your past. The two of you will agree to work on the relationship together. It may just be a slow go too, like you start talking to each other, however, and just say like, I really, I've missed you in my life, and I just wanted to reconnect with you, and why don't we get to know each other, slowly, right? Maybe this was like hard pressed on, kind of doing it real fast, Knight of Wands kind of energy when you first met this person, or if they're your ex, you maybe never really got to know them that well, and they might be suggesting that you take your time and get to know each other. Really move from the rocky waters to the calmer waters, taking those life's lessons of the Six of Swords there, and being in love with, falling in love with each other all over again. And I'd say that with this person that you might have not really ever established a relationship with before, the normal, practical, where you date and go, see things, do things together and stuff like that. If not, then you're still falling in love with each other, irregardless. You liked each other's personalities, right? You're going to fall in love with them all over again with the Knight of Cups. So guys, you know it, they know it. They know that you're the one, you know that they're the one, but you had to move on because it was just otherwise this. You had to let them grow up. You've grown, you've leveled up, you've ascended in some way, enough to become a master manifester, having all the elements that you need to manifest your desires. But this person needed to level up themselves, and they are, because you've opened that door, whether you know it or not. You have. Okay guys, so that was a great Monday reading. Take care, and talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.